And really cool impact moments, which I feel the drums have a lot to do with. You know, the rhythm section is really, really driving the song, the drums specifically. And I don't necessarily hear the drums first off. I hear other things, and it's usually once I get invested into a groove, which this is groovy as once I get invested into a groove, then I catch a beat. And man, there's some cool impact moments being had in this song. All right, continue. And welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty, and my quest through space to open rock and roll minds, mine first, yours by happenstance. You never know. And that journey today brings me to a band called Yellowcard that I had never, I don't think, ever heard about up until 3 to 4 weeks ago. I had DJ'd a wedding for a friend of mine, and going through the playlist that was shared with me from her. Her name's Claire. Thanks to Dustin and Claire for getting hitched and giving me this song to listen to, because upon my research for her wedding, heard about 10 to 15 seconds of this song, and I said, wait a second, who is this? This sounds rad. I should record myself listening to it. So that's what we're going to do right now. Formed in 1997. Never heard of this band. Pop punk, I guess, primarily. Alternative rock, hardcore punk. Sounded good from what I heard, so we're going to get into that after. Maybe, hopefully, you check out my huge project, which is the Smitty Learns Irish podcast, coming in 2026. For more than half of my life, I've dreamed of Ireland. Drawn to it in a way I can't explain. At first, it was the obvious. The scenic beauty, the music, the Guinness. Then over time, it became so much more. The vibe, the people, the history. And that's what hooked me. Also, clearly, I am not actually an Irishman.
Too sexy pose.
But on April 1st, 2026, the dream becomes a reality as I close up shop in the Smith Hole and take off on the adventure of my lifetime. Over the course of a year, I'll hike that beautiful island and tell its story, town by town. Each town I stop in, I'll conduct an interview in a pub with people that can tell the story of that particular town while discovering all the things. All the things you're supposed to do in Ireland, then all the things you don't know, like where the locals go. Basically, I'm going to try to make friends with an entire country. And if that goal doesn't sound lofty enough, I'm also going to attempt to learn the Irish language. If you'd like to support the project, basic Patreon support is only $3 a month. And if you're Irish and want to help me network and act as a liaison, hit me up. This is a huge bucket list goal, and I need all the help I can get. The Smitty Learns Irish podcast begins April 2026, and I can't wait. Sláinte. And yes, please consider liking that page and this page as well. I do and react and cover bands primarily that are underground or were never mainstream, bands outside of the United States, things like that. So please like and subscribe and get this channel into the algorithm. From the Lights and Sounds album in 2006, the title track, Lights and Sounds. Yeah, I was like, ooh, what's this? Stop! Man, first impressions are key. That's one of the gnarliest riffage, some of the gnarliest riffage I've heard from like a pop punk, quote unquote, pop punk band. You hear that in the vocals. That to me, those vocals scream pop punk in a great way. But fucking rhythm sections banging, that really gnarly pop punk riffage. Pop punk riffage. Man, really cool impact moments, which I feel the drums have a lot to do with. You know, the rhythm section is really, really driving the song, the drums specifically. And I don't necessarily hear the drums first off. I hear other things, and it's usually once I get invested into a groove, which this is groovy as fuck. Once I get invested into a groove, then I catch a fucking beat. And man, there's some cool impact moments being had in this fucking song. All right, continue. Very Foo Fighters reminiscent at some point. I can't even remember what song or what songs from the Foo Fighters. Just those vocal harmonies. Very Foo Fighters. And not enough to where I would say that they're ripping them off or anything like that, but just reminiscent of that sort of thing. And I was actually just trying to place it in my head, and it sounded like the Foo Fighters a little bit. But, man, this song is fucking fun. Sorry, I say fuck a lot. What a fun building. Man, I was really stuck thinking about halfway right when I started talking about the Foo Fighters harmonies kind of thing. I was like, man, I usually don't do a pop punk vocal, but this is really fun the way they're weaving it around. And then I was like, oh, okay. It's kind of, once I kind of just made that connection, it just stopped kind of sounding pop punky. I don't know. But man, that was one of the more fun listens I've had to new rock and roll, new to me, in quite some time. I put that on several playlists so I can impact my life more with that. Thank you very much. Yellowcard, been around for a while, like a lot of bands. Just now getting into them. This channel is about A, my journey, B, about finding the great rock and roll that has escaped me my entire fucking life, and that's where you come in, helping get this channel into the algorithm. Maybe you can find some rock and roll that you never thought you might like, you know? Sit in with a reaction to some band you've never heard of and see what we think about it together. Thank you so much for being here. I am out. Till next time.